Hi, welcome to GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. I'm going to do a review on the, and this is my initial review. I've only taken a few photos because I'm in the UK, and since I got this lens it's been pretty much pouring with rain constantly. I was hoping to go out this weekend and it's just poured down all weekend. So I have got a few photos and I will put them up at the end that I've used, but I haven't really got to grips with it yet. But for initial impressions are good. I just want to quickly show you, this is the new Art series from Sigma. It's a 19mm 2.8, so it's equivalent to a 38mm. Now I wanted the 17mm 1.8 Olympus, but it's £369. I picked this up for less than £100. So it's a third of the price. Yes, it's a 2.8 as opposed to a 1.8, but in a lens like this it doesn't really bother me. The 2.8 is plenty fast enough for what I need this lens for, and as a general walkabout lens, like, I mean, this closest thing is like a 35mm lens. It's pretty close to that, and I thought it's a great companion for my 45mm, which is a 90mm equivalent. So I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go, and you know, as with all my stuff, if I don't like it, I'll just sell it on, or if it doesn't suit me, I'll sell it on, whatever. As with all Sigmas, you get a nice little case, which is I don't know, good for transporting, I suppose. That's about it. Just one thing interesting, I don't do unboxings, as you know, it's not even in the box to be fair, but you know, that's the warranty. But the thing that I wanted to draw your attention to was the amount of, what's this? I don't know, to our valued customer. What's this, a letter of thanks or something? Tells you all about the new Art series. Oh, no old rubbish. Anyway, there's more. What's all this? What's this? Oh, that's all that. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's the instructions. I mean, there's just tons of it. It's, look at this. I suppose half of it's in different languages and that, but do you really need all this? For a lens that's got nothing on it, you know, it hasn't even got any buttons on it. So I don't know what all that's about. Probably tells you how to put the hood on or something. Anyway, there you go. Get rid of all that. That's as much of an unboxing as I'm ever going to do. That all stays like that and goes in the cupboard. And where's the actual lens? Okay, so here it is. Now, first of all, really nice sturdy lens hood, clips on beautifully, locks on, an absolute treat, and we'll put that on in a second. Quality really nice. It's got the little A for the Art series, a really big wide focusing ring which is silky smooth, no knurled bits on or knobbly bits, it's just perfectly smooth. Don't worry, you're not going to not be able to grip it for manual focusing. It's beautiful. Nice chunky cap on the front. We've got a 46mm filter thread. Nice piece of glass on the front. Just says 19mm f2.8 made in Japan. Metal rear mount, which obviously I like to see. The lens hood has a little thing that you line up, which I haven't done, which is there, and it says in, out, so in, and it locks in really positively, and that's well on there now. Just pop it on the OMD M5 here. Obviously this will also work on my GH4 and the GH3, which is great. And there you have it. Now, there's not a great deal else to say about this other than I have used it in the rain. I don't know whether it's weather sealed, but I've had a conversation with Sigma before about their lenses, and even if they don't say they're technically weather sealed, they have got an element of weather sealing built in. So a light shower, light sprinkling of rain is going to be no issue at all for a lens like this, as long as you don't get it soaking wet. And the best way I found of drying them out is to dry them out naturally indoors in a warm environment. If you have to get the water off, then a tissue that absorbs as soon as you touch it. You don't want to be pushing water into this lens, so perhaps just a dry tissue to absorb the moisture, the worst of it, and then let it dry out naturally. And I've not had any, if you do it and it goes wrong, that's your problem, but I've not had any problem with any of my Sigma lenses getting them wet. And I say, just a sprinkling, nothing too major. Obviously the body's weather sealed, that's no problem anyway. Autofocus has proved to be pretty quick. Certainly when you sort of go around different things is absolutely fine. Close focusing is, I'm going to focus on the lens cap. We're getting there. So that's as close as it will focus, and probably half fills the frame. It's sort of big in the centre of the frame, the whole lens cap. What I do is I'll actually take that picture. It's at f/22. That's a laugh, isn't it? Let's just take that at 2.8, and I'll show you that picture just to show you how close you can get. So autofocus is good. Manually focusing, as I said, is lovely. It's lovely and smooth. You can do it with one finger. It's really nice and resistive. Obviously it's indirect, it's an electronic focusing, but works really nicely. Again, lens hood is great for protecting that fairly small front element on there, which is a really nice thing to have. Image quality, so far, as sharp as anything that I've had. Is it as sharp as the 35mm 1.7? I've struggled to tell the difference. I honestly struggle to tell the difference, to be honest. It's pretty good corner to corner. No issues with distortion or vignetting. Yeah, it's just a really nice walkabout lens. It's sort of the lens that will stay on the body. Yeah, you can see it's quite a chunky thing. It's a bit bigger than the 45 1.8 and the 17 1.8 lenses. It's quite a wide thing, but it's not too long. But certainly doesn't overpower the OMD M5. I think it looks quite nice on there, and I say that's the lens that's pretty much going to stay on my camera unless I'm specifically switching to the 45 1.8, which is the two lenses I've got for this. Yeah, f2.8. It's not as fast, but you can bump the ISO up. It's a wide angle lens, so it's not like I need that real shallow depth of field for portraits or anything. I've got that in my 45mm 1.8. If I had the choice and money was no object, I'd have the 17mm 1.8 over this, but for less than £100, an f2.8 lens, I think it's an absolute bargain. It does what it says on the tin. It's I don't think they're that much more brand new. I think you can get them brand new for about 150 odd quid. I think they're about half the price of the 17 1.8. But they don't seem to hold their value particularly well, which is why, you know, a mint in the box second-hand one for less than £100 is a good deal, because I know that if I do decide to sell this at any point in the future, then I'll, you know, pretty much get my money back. The other option was the 12mm 1.8 being a 24, but I quite like this sort of 38mm field of view. You don't notice that much difference between this and the 17mm 34 equivalent. So there you go, that's my initial review. I'll just pop up some pictures now of the Sigma 19mm Art Series f2.8 DN lens for the Micro Four Thirds. This has been GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. I'll see you soon. Bye.